Yeah, we approach the game as we do every other one, wanting to win. We want to replicate the performance we certainly showed the other night against Mumbai City. To do that, we have to be at our very best. But the boys have worked hard, came very close, as we know, to achieving those playoffs. So we want to, as I say, finish on a strong note. To do that, we have to play very well and try and win 3 points. Bengaluru obviously have still AFC to play, so they'll be very focused and making sure they're ready for the game, so we have to be ready for that challenge. I think there's no doubt that we've improved enormously from obviously certainly where Jamshedpur were last year in terms of our aspirations is to reach those playoffs, and that's something that if there's a disappointment, of course that's one of them, because we came very, very close to achieving that. A number of things obviously I would believe has kind of went against us on that, but that being said, we've shown that we can go toe to toe with the best teams in the league, out with Mumbai and ATK, who obviously have huge budgets, as you know, and spending power. Then I think we've got the most clean sheets in the league, so there's been many positives. So what we have to do is, as I say, finish the season strong. Look, I would think, to be adding to that, and we've shown how organised, how structured we are, but what we want to do is even be more creative, and that's things for continuing to progress, continuing to get better at, and that's what we'll strive to do. Certainly looking into next season to make sure that we push ourselves into those top 4 positions. I think when we came back from the break, there was no doubt each of those games we could easily have won the games. The margins were very, very fine. If you think about obviously there was some obviously individual errors within the game, and obviously it hurt us. But listen, it's not about one game here, 2 games there. If you want to look in isolation, you only need to look in isolation at when we were on a fantastic unbeaten run. How we were treated in respect of the goal that we scored against Goa. That would have been 7 games unbeaten, taking us into the next game, scoring in the 89th minute. Now this wasn't a goal that was scored in the 1st minute or the 5th minute. It was the last minute of the game. It would have resulted in us in taking 3 points, having another unbeaten game, moving on again. So there's only one incident. There's loads of them I could go on about, but we're not going to sit here and hide behind that. We've improved enormously. There's still more progress to be made, and that's what we'll continue to do. Yeah, I think like anything, we want to make sure that we have that solidity and that focus, and that we've had at the back in terms of the clean sheets. We've progressed on that as the season goes. If you look after those initial games when we had conceded some goals, we looked to rectify that. Then we did have the little, we conceded some goals after the break, and then got back to making sure we were back to what we do best, getting those clean sheets. But if we want to certainly add, then we want to have more flair and more creativity, so that we get the balance between solid at the back but still being very creative and looking to score more goals, because it's like anything else, if you can keep those clean sheets and you're able to score, it's obviously going to result in 3 points each game, and that's what we have to aspire to. Well, obviously getting into the last game, we want to give the fans the same smile that they had the other night when we beat Mumbai City FC, as we've done. We've beaten ATK in various big moments in the season, so we want to finish as strong as we can. But the message I think for the fans is thank you for your unstinting, unwavering support. The players and the staff, everybody certainly felt that. We look forward to getting back next year in front of you at our fantastic stadium. We obviously sell out for every home game, so that's what we want to do, and we want to give them a team that we feel is pleasing in the eye, a team that they enjoy watching, but equally a team that can win, and a team that can get them to the playoffs, and that'll be the aim moving forward.